Hi, my name's Donna, and I have been with Mr. Cowgill for almost 11 years now. And when I first hired in with him, he hired me in to be the shipping clerk. But by the time I got into the office, he had changed the job, and then I became the rental admin clerk. So I worked with the tenants, I worked with the contractors, I worked with collections and accounts payable and accounts receivable and evictions and things like that. And then about 3 years into my time with Mr. Cowgill, he said, I have a new job for you. And I said, oh, that's great. So that's when I switched over to working with the events and doing the planning and working the back table at the events and things like that and working with the students. Little did I know that I was not going to lose the first job that I had. I was just acquiring a new job to add on to the top of what I had. So that was a bit of a shock, but it was a lot of fun. And coming to these events and helping folks at this event, and just in general being here is one of the favorite parts of my job. Let me tell you about my first day on the job. I came into the office on a Tuesday. I had hired in, just like Mr. Cowgill explains to you. Walked in, let me tell you about that first. Let me tell you, cut that part out, okay? I was hired in exactly like Mr. Cowgill explains to you. I got noticed that up for an interview, so I go into this office about 5 o'clock in the afternoon for an interview. I walk in and there are about 12 people sitting in the room, and all I could think was, what am I doing here? I don't need a condo. So I thought about walking out, but I stayed, and thank goodness I did, because 11 years later, here I am. He hired me, and then on a Tuesday, I started work. At 10 o'clock, I sat down, did the PowerPoint presentation that he showed you folks, and then after lunch, he comes into the office, and what he said to me was, I'll see you on Monday, have a great week. And I thought, what the heck just happened? He said, I'm going to a boot camp, I'm taking everybody with me except for you. I was flabbergasted. I was like, I don't know if I'm coming into work tomorrow. What did I just get myself into? This is not what I hired on to do. But he had given me that morning the employee handbook, he had given me the administration manual, and he had given me the policies and procedures manual. And because I had those books and I was able to do the job, I was able to, work with the accountant for the accounts payable and receivable. I was able to work with the tenants and the contractors and answer their questions, and pretty much those kept me on track. And if it had not been for those 3 manuals when I first started with the company, I would not be standing here today. I would not have stayed with the company, because I got left alone on the second day, and it was like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? I have a military background. I was in the Air Force for 20 years, and anybody who's been in the military, it knows that you don't do anything without a checklist or a tech data or a tech order or anything like that. You have a checklist for everything that you do. So if you have that military experience, this is going to be right up your alley, trust me. But like I said, checklists are the thing, and I was a paralegal my last 9 years in the military, and checklists were what we lived by. We had checklists that were 300 items long, and it was a lot, but it kept us on track. We did things the legal way, the right way, the way the UCMJ required it. And if it hadn't been for his checklists, I'd not be here. So this is a great system that he's offering to you, and I know a lot of people who use it in their personal business as well, other than real estate, so that's an option. Bye. Thank you.